Hi, this is Lee Petty. I'm the art director of Double Fine Productions. I'm going to spend some time talking about some of the inspirations and development that went into creating the unique heavy metal world of Brutal Legend. We really wanted to create a world like no other. We were not only inspired by the awesome, distinct heavy metal album cover art, but also the lyrics. We wanted the player to feel like they were lost in a heavy metal world.
Quit my job this morning, said forever.
Tim Schafer, our creative god, wrote this awesome backstory that combined a lot of the classic elements of heavy metal, but in a different way. In his story, the fire beast Ormageddon explodes to found the world of Brutal Legend, and he sends his essence, which is made of fire, chrome, and speed, into the landscape. Over the centuries, these raw materials were harnessed by the Titans to forge hot rods, the Great Highway, and most importantly, music. Since that time, the Titans have ascended to become metal gods, leaving behind their legacy. One of the more pervasive elements in Brutal Legend are what we call Titanic landmarks. These landmarks are remnants of the ancient race of Titans left scattered across the world. We use these landmarks to help provide scale and structure for our world. They can be seen at extreme distances and are often arranged in such a way to give the player an awesome album cover vista view. In Brutal Legend, we focused on creating a close connection between the look and feel of the characters and the world they inhabit. The population is mainly comprised of different factions, each of which represents a different side of the heavy metal experience, with their own look, attitude, and story. Let's take a look at some of the different factions of Brutal Legend and the areas of the world that they live in. The main faction in the single-player game is known as Ironhead. Ironhead is made up of what is left of humanity. Their look is classic metal with lots of chrome and leather. We also played off the strong Nordic theme that is present in a lot of heavy metal when designing the look of them. When designing the look of Ironhead, we looked a lot at fantasy painter Frank Frazetta. He had a way of rendering simple, brutal forms with a tension and energy that we really liked. He also has an amazing color sense with a contrast-heavy palette that feels effective without being heavy-handed. The Drowning Doom is a faction in our game made up of tear drinkers. Tear drinkers are those who have drank from the vile water of the Sea of Black Tears. This gives them a dark power, but also drives them insane and robs them of their will to live. The Drowning Doom's look is our satirical nod towards black metal and the goth subcultures. They live in a diseased land, drained of life, filled by sinewy twisted forms, skulls, tombstones, and collapsed cathedrals. We looked at a lot of different things for inspiration when designing the look of the Drowning Doom. We found the work of Polish painter Baczynski really inspiring. His haunting organic landscapes really captured a lot of the dead and drained feel that we were going for. The demonic oppressors of the game form a faction called the Tainted Coil. The idea behind their look is that underneath their outfits, they are this disgusting organic mess. To attempt to beautify their foul forms, they bind, strap, and cinch themselves using vinyl harvested from the ancient hot rod seats of the Titans. The areas of the world that they invade have been similarly bound and subjugated. With leather straps, bolts, and gag balls, they bend the world to their liking. In addition to the tremendous amount of research into the S&M scene, we found a lot of inspiration in 15th century Dutch painter Hieronymus Bosch. Probably best known for his triptych The Garden of Earthly Delights, which depicts hell and heaven in a really unusual way, and is filled with all sorts of great mutilation. Skies typically occupy half or more of the screen, yet few games put much style into them. It's the part of the world that most resembles a canvas, where color choice and character of shapes can have a giant influence on the look of the game. Brutal Legend features a dynamic world where the time of day and weather changes before your eyes. In our game, the crazier the weather, the more alive and metal our world felt. In making Brutal Legend, we wanted to fulfill the fantasy of exploring and interacting with a heavy metal world. We wanted to create a game rich with heavy metal personality, but also something new and unique. We hope you enjoy exploring the world and characters of Brutal Legend as much as we enjoyed making them. Thanks for watching.